What's up, everyone? I'm Mark Molina, and welcome to the Boss FM Now, where you can always count on Boss FM to deliver the latest and greatest in pop culture, politics, and whatever is buzzing. We do it for the culture. And because we know that you have your phone in your hand, we need you to go ahead and download that Boss FM app from your app store and follow us at Boss FM Radio on all social media platforms so that you can stay connected. Today, we've got a new segment of TikTok food review, more tea with Becca, and a heart to heart about legendary rapper DMX. Capitol Police fear exodus as the second attack on the U.S. Capitol this year has left yet another officer dead. The Union for the Capitol Police is urging Congress to bolster their own security. And the chairman of the U.S. Capitol Police Labor Committee states that they are struggling to meet mission requirements as officers are working a lot of forced overtime. Some officers have already spoken to their higher ups about transferring to other agencies and departments, and the chairman is also urging Congress to implement the security recommendations they were given after the January 6th riots. And now, up next, contributor David Medina has a new episode of TikTok Food. Let's check it out.
Thank you, Megan and Mark in the studio. It's David Medina with BossFM Now. Now let's hop into the TikTok food package. So for this TikTok food package, I wanted to do something with Oreos. Oreos is one of my favorite cookies. It's my go-to cookie. And this one is called the Oreo mug cake. So what you're going to need is Oreos, your milk, some flour, some sugar, and some cocoa powder and baking powder. And that's about it. So let's hop into it. First things first, grab a mug for the mug cake. Next, you want to grab 4 Oreos and drop them in the mug. Next, a quarter cup of almond milk, or whatever milk you're filling, it really doesn't matter. Next, you want to keep smashing the Oreos until you get a nice little texture looking like this. Next, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. Now you mix that all up until you get a nice little texture looking like this. Now grab 1 more Oreo and drop it in until it's sunk underneath all the mix. Next, you throw the mug in the microwave and let it sit for about a minute. Now enjoy the Oreo mug cake. This thing was bomb.
I definitely think you guys need to try out that recipe. It's a short, it's simple. You don't really need much to make it, and it's delicious. Don't sleep on it. And now, in Sarasota, Florida, there is a leak in the Piney Point Reservoir that has caused a partial breach in one of its walls. Officials fear an uncontrolled breach of the reservoir will pump millions of gallons of wastewater into local homes. And over 300 homes and multiple businesses have been evacuated following this leak after receiving an emergency alert stating that the collapse was imminent. Governor DeSantis has issued state resources to help prevent a full breach from happening. The Florida National Guard is pumping 33 million gallons of wastewater a day from Piney Point into Tampa Bay. More pumps are currently being airlifted in hopes to double the amount of wastewater pumped a day to 77 million gallons. And up next, here's the tea with our lovely Rebecca.
Welcome to Tea with Becca. Grab your cups, take a sip because the tea is here for you. And today we're going to talk about Iggy Azalea and how she recently went to Twitter to say, the Grammys are rigged, and y'all know that now and collectively agree, but forget the whole biz is ran by the same people planning that event. So why don't y'all believe the whole industry is the same way? This is y'all logic. Now I agree with her 100% and I definitely see the connection that she's trying to make. The same people who do run the industry have a say-so in the Grammy selections, the nominations, and the winners. Do want to share a thought with you. why is Iggy Azalea talking about the Grammys? Because she was never going to be in the conversation for a Grammy. Also going to talk about Derek Jackson and how he recently reposted a picture of his wife on his Instagram story and commented the heart eye emoji and the drooling mouth emoji. Now, I don't think that this was genuine at all. I feel like he's doing this just to show social media, I'm a changed man. I realized that my mistakes came back to bite me in my behind, and I really do love my wife. Now, that's all the tea we have for today, but don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow.
I agree with Rebecca. I feel like he's just trying to cover it up and make it seem like nothing ever happened. But tonight we'll be discussing rapper and actor Earl Simmons, aka DMX, who was hospitalized over the weekend following a heart attack. Here's everything we know about the rapper's current state.
On Sunday, DMX's manager, Nakia Walker, told the New York Times that the rapper is in a vegetative state. Walker shared that they were just praying and that some of DMX's family members have been allowed to visit him in the hospital. Walker also told BuzzFeed that DMX has lung and brain failure and no brain activity. According to NBC News, the rapper's attorney, Murray Richmond, previously confirmed that DMX was admitted to the intensive care unit after suffering a heart attack. NBC News also reported that the rapper had to be resuscitated and put on life support. Richmond reportedly did not know what caused the heart attack. He was unable to confirm a report from TMZ about the rapper suffering an alleged drug overdose. In the past, DMX has been open about his struggle with drug addiction. In 2017 and 2019, he had spent time in a rehab facility. There has been an outpouring of support for the rapper from friends including Eminem, Rick Ross, and Eric B., while fans have been showing up outside of the hospital to wish the rapper well. The family asks that fans, quote, keep Earl/DMX and us in your thoughts, wishes, and prayers, as well as respect our privacy as we face these challenges.
Hello, hello. All right. So as you can tell, first off, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Harvey. Sorry, we are going through some technical difficulties at the moment.
Oh, I'm here. Did you hear me?
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I couldn't hear anything for a second. Well, welcome to the show, Harvey.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. All right, as you heard, rapper DMX is currently, in a vegetative state in the hospital. He's a very well respected figure in rap. And what has your been experience with DMX's music? How has it personally touched you?
Well, as you say, well respected, a legend, an OG of the game. One of the first times that I got to experience, I guess, the magnitude of this was when I was at a Giants game back in 2016. They had the song "What's My Name" played out on the subwoofers, the big, loud stadium that's MetLife, and I couldn't stop dancing to it, along with the fans. It's an amazing song. I could probably spit the lyrics to it, but I don't want to embarrass myself, so I'll keep it here. But DMX as a whole is as legendary as it gets. He is a master lyricist. His flow, his intensity, the way he gets aggressive when he spits, it's amazing. He's a legend. He's, as you said, well respected. I'm glad that there's been tributes pouring out to him, but I'm also glad that he's still with us, hopefully so far. It's a battle he's been going through so far. I didn't hear about this until I heard from the BossFM app, which everyone should get, about the news. And then I checked all my social media to see if it was true or not. But unfortunately, it is. Hopefully, he gets through this. We're all praying for him. I'm glad that the tributes are pouring out, whether it's Busta Rhymes. I saw T.I. put out one. I saw Eminem's on Twitter. But yeah, hopefully he can make it through because he's a legend in the best way possible.
I'm telling you, man, well respected. I honestly, I think that DMX, like in the rap game, he's iconic. Like everyone knows his sound, and not a lot of people know DMX, but like they've heard his songs before. They've heard his
Oh
cadence.
yeah,
They
for
recognize
sure.
his style.
Yes, late 1990s, 2000s. That's like one of the golden eras for me. Um, because like mid 90s to late 90s, that was like treasure. That was like golden treasure of hip hop, and then it just evolved over time. So yeah, DMX definitely one of the forefront forerunners for that awesome era. His album covers are amazing as well. And I just think that, as you say, like you know what it sounds like when you listen to it. It's like one of the best things that you could probably say to an artist. That once you know who's singing it, it sticks with you. Once you know what it sounds like, it sticks with you. And that's what I thought every time I keep hearing his songs. He's got like the wolf wolf. He's like barking in the songs sometimes. He's got the aggressive, like the howl. He's as good as it gets. Let's hope he makes it through because we can't afford to lose him, man. He's been going through so much. Let's hope he makes it through.
I hope so too. And this just goes to show just how much a problem drug addiction can be, especially when it comes to like celebrities and artists, because this is a reoccurring issue that we've seen. And it's just, it's horrible to see like artists like this just, fall ill and, even pass away from drug abuse like this.
Yep. Hmm.
But now, do you have any other comments on DMX?
Well, let's hope he can put out a statement after
Any
he
other
comes
thoughts
back
regarding
from
it?
this. Let's hope he can put out a statement saying that he's all good and that he's come out of this better and that he makes a full recovery.
Yeah, I hope so too. Everyone's praying for him. All of Boss FM now is praying for DMX right now. And thank you very much for being on the show, Harvey.
You got it, man. Thank you very much.
Take care. And now for our next story regarding the SAG Awards. The 27th annual Screen Actors Guild Awards aired this past Sunday. The trial of the Chicago 7 won Outstanding Cast in the Motion Picture. Michael Keaton has set a record for the first person to win 3 SAG Awards for the Outstanding Performance by a cast in a motion picture. Keaton was also part of Birdman in 2014 and Spotlight in 2015. The film beat Spike Lee's The Five Bloods, Minari, One Night in Miami, and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom for the award. The Trial of the Chicago 7 is also nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards this April. And coming up, we have some new music updates from CJ. Take it away.
Thank you guys in the studio. This is your host CJ with Boss FM, here to present your new music. Let's get into it.
LA-based singer-songwriter Joyce Rice has released her long-awaited debut album, Overgrown. With contemporary themes and original instrumentation, Joyce is giving fans a fresh take on some of that 2000s R&B nostalgia that so many of us seem to be craving. The album features guest appearances from Kaytranada, Freddie Gibbs, Lucky Day, and a few more others. Speaking of Freddie Gibbs, fresh off his Grammy nomination, Freddie is back applying pressure with his new single, Big Boss Rabbit. Buffalo native and one-third of the Griselda rap crew, Benny the Butcher, dropped a sequel to his Plugs I Met project. Produced exclusively by Harry Fraud, listeners can expect to hear more of Benny's intricately detailed street bars over Harry Fraud's smooth production. This project features guest appearances from the likes of Fat Joe, 2 Chainz, and French Montana. In more single news, Pierre Bourne, best known for his production for the likes of Playboi Carti and Gunna, has released his latest single titled For You. And last but not least, Compton's own Roddy Ricch and Detroit native 42 Dugg link up for what will likely be a summer hit in their new track For the Gang. And this has been your host CJ with Boss FM, presenting your new music. Back to you guys in the studio.
I'd say that is a great new package if you want to update yourself on new, let's say, projects and occurrences going on in the music industry. And now for our last story of the night. In St. Louis, inmates in 2 areas of the City Justice Center have escaped their cells on Sunday to break windows, shout at spectators, and throw debris in the sidewalk to protest the conditions at the downtown jail pre-pandemic. Inmates were shouting comments about wanting court dates since they have all been delayed due to the pandemic. 50 to 75 supporters were protesting the inhumane conditions of the jail, and this is the second riot since the February. This is the second riot since February after inmates were kept in their cells for a majority of their days. Both St. Louis mayor candidates both criticized the correctional system, and many people are calling for an immediate change. All right, everyone, that is it for your Boss FM Now. Make sure to tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more of the latest and the greatest. And if you'd like to rewatch our shows, as always, they'll be available for replay on the Boss FM app and all of our social media platforms. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. It's Mark Molina, and have a good night.